Hello, this is my short review of my new Canon EOS 550D. I promised to make a review of this camera because I uploaded some footage that I filmed with this camera, but I haven't told what I think about this camera, so yeah, I thought I would make this short review. When you buy this camera, you get this 18 to 55mm lens. The lens feels a bit cheap, maybe, a bit plastic, and the aperture is not that good at this one. So in low light conditions you shouldn't use this lens because it doesn't work that well. But at daytime it's okay lens to use. But I bought myself a 50mm lens. The aperture is f1.4, so it works very well in low light conditions like at night, but also at daytime, of course. The camera uses a SDHC card. It's a very cheap card, and you get a lot of gigabytes in less money. This is a 16GB card, so I get approximately 48 minutes of full HD quality on this card. I just attach it on the right side here, very simple. And then when you have your battery recharge, you just attach the battery and you are ready to shoot. In the menu you can choose between different pixel ratios and frame rates. You can choose between Full HD 25 frames per second, Full HD 24 frames per second, 720p 50 frames per second, or 640 x 4080 at 50 frames per second. I will show the most important settings in the menu. Here you can choose to shoot autofocus. If you enable this one, you can make the lens autofocus if you press down this button a bit. But it takes a lot of time for it to focus, so I don't recommend using this while shooting. Only before you shoot if you are unsure if the object is in focus. The movie exposure, you can choose auto or manual. I don't recommend auto because then usually the camera will take up the ISO, and you will get a lot of grainy footage inside in dark rooms and stuff like that. So if you shoot manually, you can just adjust the shutter, aperture and ISO by yourself. If you press the display button, you can see the shutter time there, shutter speed, the aperture, and the ISO, and there's the battery. To adjust the ISO, you simply press the ISO button here and turn this wheel around. There you can choose between different ISO. I don't recommend more than 400 ISO when you are filming, because if you get more than 400 you will see that the dark colors in the frame or in the footage will get grainy. So I really recommend that you are not shooting over 400. If you press the display button one more time, you can see different settings you have chosen. Also white balance. You can't choose the white balance when shooting. That's always auto. Here is you can see that you are shooting full HD 20 frames, and you got 11 minutes and 35 seconds left of the card. When you're ready to record, you just simply press this button, and you can see the red dot there that shows that you are recording, and you can see the time here for how long time you have recorded. That's very nice. One of the negative things about shooting with the camera is that it's so light that when you hold it and film, actually when you're just standing still, your footage will get shaky. And also when you're walking with the camera, it gets very shaky, and that's a huge problem. So therefore you could build a shoulder rig, for example, or use a Steadicam. This is the shoulder rig I made. I attached my camcorder on top here, and when I film with this one, everything gets much more smooth, and when I'm standing still it doesn't get this shaky because of the lightweight. I attached a follow focus on the right side here, so I can focus more easily. I can attach my camera with a RCA cable to a monitor to watch the video there, or with a HDMI. But actually I prefer to use the screen on the camera because the screen is so sharp and huge that it's easy to see what's in focus with this LCD screen. I'm also planning to buy a portable sound device to attach behind here, so I could record sound with a shotgun mic that I'm going to attach on top of the camera. So that would be nice. The good things about this camera is the video quality. The picture gets so sharp and the color just looks amazing. I was so amazed the first time I tried this camera. It's so easy to record on just a small SDHC card. You can just buy more than one SDH card to bring with you on the set because it's so cheap. The built-in microphone works very well. It picks up sound very nice and it's a very little noise, so it's a very good microphone actually. And the camera is just so small and compact that it's easy to bring with you, and it's easy to shoot from different angles that are hard to shoot with a bigger camera. If you pan very fast with the camera, you will get some wavy footage. It hasn't been a big problem for me, but maybe for someone that are shooting action scene or something like that. The last bad thing about this camera is that you can only shoot 12 minutes of video every time. So you have to stop recording after 12 minutes of full HD video. The reason of this is because the SDHC card cannot store more than 4 GB files. Yeah, so that's can be a problem for some people that maybe are shooting an interview or something like that. For a conclusion, this camera is probably one of the best buys I've ever done. It's for this price you get an amazing DSLR camera that takes amazing pictures, and the video quality is just incredible. The first time I tested this one, I got home, I looked at the footage at my Mac, and you know, my hair just raised up because it was so sharp and it looks so cinematic. With this lens, very good aperture, you can shoot with no no film lights, no movie lights, just the lamps that you have at home, and you can shoot at night inside and it looks amazing. So I'm so impressed about this camera, and I will recommend it for everyone that wants to have this film look on your videos. So I filmed with it on a restaurant with almost just a candle as light source, and on a train station and stuff with my girlfriend. So yeah, that will be my last video test in this video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review and the last test you will see. Bye.